Many, if not all, jobs require some use of technology. Even just researching or paying taxes and bills require the use of technology. The use of computers and iPhones is a fairly new concept to many people. The only way to adapt to this new change is to have younger people know how to use these technologies. My purpose is to inform you of the pros and cons of using technology in elementary schools. I am qualified to speak on this topic as I have done extensive research that has made me quite knowledgeable. I will do this by informing you that technology will prepare students for the future. It can help increase the excitement for learning, and how much it costs to purchase and maintain computers, and how teachers lack sufficient training and aid in helping kids learn through technology and preparing them for the real world. First, I will tell you how technology prepares students to be successful for the future. The GoGuardian team, a qualified group of people that provide software to assist schools in managing their electronic devices, wrote an article titled Benefits and Challenges of Technology in the Classroom. In this article, written in 2020, stated that technology can teach students vital workplace skills. This may include critical thinking, teamwork skills, and knowing how to operate certain computer apps that will be necessary in the workplace. They also stated that technology can teach responsibility. Kids have the choice to lie to their teachers and play games instead of do their work. They will eventually get caught and learn a valuable lesson of responsibility and integrity. Secondly, I would tell you how technology has brought about a new spark for learning for teachers and students due to the new interactive activities and different ways students can learn. A blogger for American University in 2020 stated in an article titled, How Important is Technology in the Classroom? That blogger stated that technology provides many different platforms and learning services that can't be utilized in a school without computers. These platforms provide vital learning skills that cannot be done without computers. The article also states that teachers are provided with a lot more materials, including PowerPoints, lecture ideas, etc. This can create a better way to enhance the students' learning through using real-world tools and technologies. Next, I will inform you how schools lack sufficient funding to purchase and maintain computers. Ross Ramsey, an executive director and co-founder of the Texas Tribune, wrote in 2020, shopping for students without schoolrooms, Texas is spending $250 million to narrow the digital divide. Where he states that Texas spent nearly $250 million in providing electronics and computers to students that don't have them. Computers cost a lot more money to maintain. If a student loses or breaks his or her computer, the school or the state has to pay some type of payment to replace it. This amount does not include all the new Wi-Fi spots that the schools have to create so students have internet access. Even Emily Donaldson, an education reporter for Dallas Morning News, wrote in 2021 an article named Billions Are Flowing to Texas Schools for a Pandemic Recovery. Here's how they will spend it. She states that Texas alone spent $2.2 billion to help recover from the pandemic just from the Dallas area. This money went towards providing computers, internet access, learning platforms, and more, just for online learning. All of this is to help kids switch from face-to-face learning to computer learning. They need the change due to the pandemic, but the spending to implement this plan is too much money for students to learn the same material. Lastly, I want to inform you how teachers lack sufficient training in helping students learn how technology works. Having technology as a requirement in the classroom can cause added pressure to teachers who don't have appropriate training. Technology also requires an IT guy with plenty of knowledge how to fix computers and if a problem arises. If the sole basis of learning is based on computers and something happens to them, the schools need an IT guy to fix the issue as soon as possible. I have a personal testimony about an older teacher of mine in 3rd grade who refused how to use computers in the computer lab. This eventually ended up arising in the next grade. We didn't know logins or how to use websites and stuff. In closing, by informing you that technology in the classroom can prepare students for the future, create a new learning atmosphere, how expensive it is, and the added stress on teachers, I hope now you have a better understanding of the negative and positive effects of technology in the classroom. So how do you feel letting students explore the vast world of the internet?